And now to what is next for the 172 detainees at Guantanamo Bay after President Obama signed an executive order to resume military trials there. The order also keeps Gitmo detainees imprisoned indefinitely. The move represents a stunning development in the story, a reversal by the president 3 years ago. As a presidential candidate, Mr. Obama severely criticized the very system he's now putting back in place.
By any measure, our system of trying detainees has been a failure. Meanwhile, this legal black hole has substantially set back America's ability to lead the world against the threat of terrorism and undermined our most basic values. So make no mistake, we are less safe because of the way George Bush has handled this issue.
And NBC News Pentagon correspondent Jim Miklashevsky joins me now. So, Mick, you've got the Washington Post headline, Obama's new Gitmo policy is a lot like Bush's old policy. We heard the president refer to the old policy in that soundbite. But the reality is it sounds as if this administration had the promise but not a plan.
Well, Tamron, for the White House, it certainly sounded like a good idea on the first day of the Obama administration when White House officials declared that they would close Guantanamo Bay prison within 1 year from the date of the first day of the administration. But it proved far more harder to accomplish, and it was easier said than done. And quite frankly, the black hole that President Obama was talking about was the fact that many of those detainees at Guantanamo were being held indefinitely with no apparent chance of ever seeing due process, of being taken into court to defend themselves against whatever charges may be preferred against them. But when President Obama and the Justice Department had declared that they would try Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the self-proclaimed architect of the 9/11 attacks against the U.S. in New York City, there was such a hue and cry and protest that they had to back off from that. And then ultimately, when President Obama had decided that they would try to move those detainees from Guantanamo Bay to a little-used prison in Illinois, Congress balked and refused to provide the money for it. So punt is exactly what the White House had to do. And as you said, they had to fall back pretty much on the original Bush policy, to the point that even President Obama now acknowledges that many of those detainees now being held at Guantanamo Bay may never be charged and, in fact, may never face trial.
All right, Mick, thank you very much.